right, here we have the progenitor of the GB6 line of Game Boy cases from ALS Industries. Technically, this is known as the GB-1, but I mean, isn't it obvious the lineage here? You can see I just covered the GB6 for the Game Boy Color, and you can see how remarkable the similarities are. Now, since this is an earlier case, they haven't. At least I don't know. I guess I didn't have to look into the copyright records. But ALS Industries, they copyrighted some special weave of nylon, and this clearly doesn't have that. So maybe they hadn't done that yet. This is that very thin, breath-like material of nylon that with a very like hair's worth of polyurethane foam or something in between all the pockets. It's got that, so it can survive maybe a little bit of a fall. And actually, the Game Boy itself is pretty sturdy and it can survive a lot. You've seen those pictures of the Game Boy surviving a bomb blast, and I think it was the first Gulf War. But this is really a case that I would only consider for like dust-proofing purposes and style, right? You gotta protect your Game Boy. I wouldn't do it in this case. It does look cool. It's got that, hey, this is one of the first accessories, maybe the first accessory in the Game Boy line made by ALS Industries, but it's just not as sturdy as I'd like. It's very flimsy. The material almost flops without there's a Game Boy in it right now, if you couldn't tell. So hair's breadth. Wow, of material. And even has this braid around the edge, but it doesn't add much to make it more sturdy. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Back side, we've got the main pocket for holding manuals, accessories, and it's actually much wider, but it may just be because the material is not as taut, because it's not using that same type of special weave that I was talking about that was copyrighted by ALS Industries. On top, we've got a netted pocket here held by Velcro, and you could hold probably, I don't know, like 8 batteries in there. So that's like what? Like 2 full days worth of Game Boying, at least like 10, 12 hours. I don't know. The original Game Boy seems like it lasted forever. I remember seeing a video a long time ago where they tested out like Game Boy Advance and Light, Pocket, the original Game Boy, all these different Game Boy lines, right? And they just put them on with fresh batteries, and they just had the time lapse going of how long each one lasted. And I'm pretty sure it was the original Game Boy that survived them all, but I could be wrong. Maybe if I find that video, I think I might have favorited it. But if maybe I'll put it in the description if I find it. But if not, I'm sure you could find it easily on your own. We have a adjustable shoulder strap here, not completely removable. You can unclip it. I don't know why you would want to do that. Like I said, you can't remove it. You can just unclip it, adjust the length. On the side here, this is of course where we put our Game Boy. So we got our brick, DMG, GBW, black, white, whatever you want to call it. Can fit a fat DS. And if it can fit a fat DS, I mean, look at that. It's pretty big. It could probably fit an XL size system. Here's a Game Boy Advance. That'll go in easily. Look at it. Here's a pocket. Yum, no. It eats it. So, anyways, it's a pretty big pocket. On the top, that's the main pocket. We got our logo for Game Boy with the trademark. And inside, we got those 2 elastic straps which can hold each 4 Game Boy cases in those plastic clamshell cases, 8 without. And of course you can probably split them across and maybe hold even more accessories in front, maybe like headphones or maybe some manuals in the front. So anyways, this is the original in the GB6 line of cases. Actually, this came in a pink variety too, so keep your eyes open for that, where the logo here is pink, the Game Boy logo, and the Nintendo logo is in pink. Yeah, there was, the packaging was pretty much all pink and fiery, and that 3D computer generated grid of traditional early Game Boy accessory line of things. I don't think I saw that on. Maybe I saw. I know. I'm thinking of the. I'm confused. I'm jumping here, but I'm thinking of the original Nintendo and their packaging, how it changed throughout the iterations and later iterations. Well, actually, no. They all had some theme of space, but the Game Boy had this kind of theme of computer generated grids like Tron or something, but it was like a sunset orange kind of color rather than a blue or a green or something like that. Anyways, the GB1 line, GB6 line all started here with the GB1 case. We'll cover more of the GB6 line of cases from ALS Industries for other Game Boy systems specifically in future videos.